Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast.
I'm a zero pro guy.
I did it, yeah. I ran a marathon.
The only crank screw?
Am I the town hero? 3 laps of that were just...
What's up, guys? This is Shop Talk Podcast, episode 39. In studio, Colin Grover, my brother.
A new dad, too.
Yeah, new dad this week.
Congrats, Colin.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we're giving Luke Van Lyssel a call, talk about Millville and how that went. And this episode is brought to you by Dohrn Hay Straw. They are looking for straw acres to bale this upcoming harvest season in the northern Minnesota area. From Red River Valley to Thief River to Gonvick, they'll pay you per bale in the windrow. Sounds like a pretty good deal, doesn't it? Question mark. Contact Dylan Dohrn at 507-696-1137 for more information, exclamation point. And also Dohrn Trucking for all your step deck, flatbed trucking needs in the Midwest. Thanks again, Dylan.
Thank you.
Good job.
And you don't have to read the question mark. And it was a good touch, though. It was perfect.
It's like a Harry Potter book worth of reading there.
So, somebody actually did get in touch with Dylan about our ad read on the podcast here. Snowmobile industry, Jesse Strag.
Yeah, I was pumped to hear that Jesse Strag listens to our show. I can't believe it.
Yeah, he's not on Facebook, so I wouldn't. Maybe somebody told him about it. Maybe he's listening. Maybe I think his son-in-law is Hunter Patnode.
Oh,
the snowcross racer.
Yep,
maybe he's listening. Who knows? Yeah. But yeah, when Dylan told us that was pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty legendary guy.
So yeah, we're giving Luke Van Lyssel a call. Do I sound weird in my headset here, Brody?
Or no, you sound fine.
Okay. Good. Yeah, we're giving Luke Van Lyssel a call here in just a couple minutes. He tried qualifying for his first ever AMA Pro National this weekend down at Spring Creek, Millville. So see how that went for him. But yeah, other than that, that's about all we got lined up for today. But we do, for future shows, for like the next 2 or 3 shows, we do have stuff lined up for those already as well.
Mm-hmm.
So excited about that as well. One thing I wrote down here, because I told Dad about the Jesse Strag story. He's like, yeah, I battled him in the 96 I-500 for like a half hour.
Really?
They went back and forth. And he said it was one of his funnest battles he said ever had in the ditch until they got onto a minimum maintenance road where it was all gravel. And Jesse's sled was about a half mile an hour faster than Dad's.
Oh, yeah.
And he just got in front of him. It just pelted him with gravel.
Oh, no.
And then Dad fell back. We'll give Luke Van Lyssel here a call.
One of the many stories that I still haven't heard from Dad's long ass racing career.
Yeah, we could get him in here again to just like go through like, okay, you told us this one, this one, this one. What else you got?
Yeah.
We did add some new stickers to the table here. VS3 Suspension.
Mm-hmm. Finally, got a sticker on there.
Yep. He'll do your forks and chocks.
Scott Preston. I put that one on there.
Yep. And Scott Preston, Team Preston 07.
Hell yeah, brother.
Sure.
Oh, whoops. Okay. Sorry here.
Just getting the phone call lined up. That's it.
Yep. Technical difficulties.
Not really. Just making like.
Hello.
Hey, Luke. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Hey, thanks for the time tonight. I know you're busy. You just got home and you just Snapchatted me. You just were finishing up some bike work. So.
Well, that never ends. It's just constant revolving door.
So, Luke, you went down to I suppose not down. You kind of went over from Wisconsin to your first ever AMA Pro National, right?
Yeah.
So, did you just get your pro card, your pro license, just recently? Then?
Yeah, I actually got my AMA Pro license on Tuesday afternoon.
Oh wow!
So, yeah, I sent in about 3 weeks ago. Didn't hear anything, from them. Emailed them. Didn't really hear much, and then couldn't get a hold of anybody Monday. They were in meetings, and then they called me back Tuesday, and then I talked to the people the lady in charge of the entries, and she said there's only 250 class available Millville and Washougal the rest of the season. So that worked out about perfect.
If you would have gotten it earlier, would you have wanted to try to do Redbud as well?
Yeah, I mean, it all kind of depends. Because I'm doing some of the Canadian stuff too.
Yep.
I've only ridden Redbud one time, but definitely on the bucket list to try and qualify there probably next year.
Oh, okay, sure. So Luke, how'd it go for you? Like, I got some of the results here of your qualifying and everything, but in your words, how'd it go for you?
It didn't start out the greatest. I mean, it's not bad, but you know, definitely just need to learn it. It's the first time going through all the qualifying and all that stuff and the track prep. I mean, I've raced Millville, I don't even know how many times, but there's nothing like Pro Day. I mean, the Catapult, I'll tell you what, the frame and the wheels were taking some abuse on that one. I was stretching it out to case it a couple times pretty hard.
So
then Friday night I was, walking the track, watched some amateur stuff. And then afterwards I took a walk and looked at it, and the rollers, I've never seen them that deep. I mean, you could get lost in those things with the way they were, and it used up about every ounce of energy, and I felt like a sea rider just getting through them.
Oh,
I was happy to see that on TV on how deep they made the whoops this year, because in some years past they've been kind of mellow, but I thought it was more old school sand whoops this weekend. Yeah,
I mean, I would say so. I mean, I've gone there every year since 2009 just to watch the Pro National, but they're probably the deepest I've seen since then. And I mean, they weren't too far away from being a mini rhythm section pretty much with just deep sand on top. I mean, I felt like I would just grab third gear, try to wheelie through them. I get a bounce, and I just hold the thing off a rev limiter and just start bouncing through them and try to keep it straight. I mean, it was just like every lap you come through and you'd come over that little tabletop and be like, all right, here we go. Let's try to start doubling and skimming.
Kyle, I sent you that picture of James Stewart standing on him. I think that was 2000 or 2001.
Is it Kawasaki, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a hard picture.
Yeah, that goes hard. That's in the Goes Hard Hall of Fame. Yeah.
I've seen that picture. I might need to start showing up like that.
Yeah.
Trying to be the crowd fan out there. I had some people cheering for me in qualifying. First lap, it's wheels on the ground, your first session, and I was in a group with like 5 guys right in front of me, so I was going to slow down to get some, a gap for my fast laps, when I started. And before the finish line at the top of that hill, I just stopped. I looked over, and there were some people, so I just gave the bike a rev. I started screaming at them, and every single lap in qualifying and even in the LCQ, they were cheering for me. I was like, you know what? I might not make it in today, but at least I'm going to, pump up some fans.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, that's one way to get a fan base going, to just start waving at the crowds like during qualifying and practice and everything.
Yeah, especially when you're screaming at them and revving up the bike. I think you're just a madman out there.
Yeah, I crashed 1 or 2 laps. I crashed 1 lap, and I was up there, and it was just, I wasn't going fast. I messed up my lap, and they were cheering, so they just loved it every time. I give the bike a rev, and they loved it.
just fans of the sport.
Yeah.
Even if it is just some random dude out there in B practice.
They don't care. They're there for the sport. They love watching it.
Yeah.
So Luke, you usually ride a 450. Does it throw you off at all having to go back to a 250 now?
I mean, I ride the 250 a fair amount. I mean, my practice in that, I'm always on the 450, and then the Canadian stuff, I've been running 450. It doesn't throw me up too much. Like, I race it every local race. I'll do the 250 class. I mean, honestly, I don't even really run practice the morning of. I just kind of get on it and go. I don't know. It seems pretty easy for me to get on the 250. Going back to the 450 sometimes is maybe a little more difficult because you got to shift it more, and it's just a little bit heavier of a bike. But it doesn't seem like it bothers me all that much, going back down to the 250. I feel like I ride it pretty decent for how much I ride the 450.
Because I know they've talked about that quite a bit this year with Ty Masterpool jumping down to a 250 he said a bit how much different he's got to ride it compared to last year on his 450.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely just have to throw the brains out the window sometimes compared to the 450. You can't be methodical sometimes. You just got to be a bulldog and hold it wide open. And sometimes you shift it down twice and up 4 times coming out of the corner just to keep the thing moving through them. And you still can, like the catapult there. I don't know. I mean, that thing I'd probably shift 2 and maybe hook a 3rd gear off the face and maybe make it. It's but it's just like I had to downshift it so it wouldn't get any sort of bog whatsoever and just keep grabbing them up the face and just ass off the back on the face and then be stretching out as much as I can to get over it. And some of them were not fun when you hit the landing.
What about going like up Mount Martin to hit that jump they have going up the face of it and then having to pull all the way up it? Are you shifting that up going up that, or are you just pegged out the whole way?
I kind of hit the bottom and you grab 1 or 2 gears probably just wide open, and you can't hang off the back on that one because you'll loop out, that's for sure. I mean, walking that Friday night, it's almost vertical.
Yeah.
But you hit that first, they made it look like a double this year, and then I tripled that next one every lap, and I'd actually downshift in the air off of that thing, land, and I don't know if it was 2nd or 3rd, I'd carry that all the way to the top on that thing. And I mean, you kind of float on that one and you just drop, because actually 1 lap of qualifying, I looked like a total sea rider. I dropped out of the air and there was just like a deep enough mud. I landed and it just stopped and I fell over. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm wide open. I just landed and I'm like, didn't move and I fell.
Jeez. So like that must have been qualifier session number 1, because judging off of everybody's times, it looked like number 1 was quite a bit muddy, and then everybody's times in the 2nd session was a lot faster.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's learning for me. I felt better every time I was on the track, but I dropped 6 seconds a lap from my first session to my 2nd session. So, I mean, I would say for me, across the board, most people I'd say drop probably 2 to 3 seconds. I mean, I dropped a lot more just because, I actually learned how to ride a bike again compared to being tight and, just not turning my brain off enough in that first one. So definitely felt a lot better in the 2nd one, and the track did develop. It wasn't nearly as deep for the 2nd qualifier.
Yeah, lines were starting to develop and everything, and it's like, do you consider yourself a good qualifier? Like, I know for me to go to a Myra race, I don't like the qualifying, like, of just go out there and try to do 2 or 3 fast laps, like right off the bat. Like I'm almost like more of a slow build kind of guy.
I don't know. I mean, the past 2 weeks maybe haven't shown the greatest, but I feel like on practice days, on race day, you get 3-4 lap practice in the morning, and I feel like those I normally can come out swinging pretty good and set some fast lap times. But then again, those aren't national prep tracks with 80 other the fastest dudes in the country in your class alone, more or less 2 classes. So, I mean, I feel like normally I can come out and do it, but I mean, this weekend it took me a little bit, I feel, to get going.
Do you think just a little bit of nerves of being the first for the first AMA national, or?
I think so, because even when I was driving there, it's like since I was young, I've always watched the pros and always wanted to be there, and it's just surreal for me. Like I'm driving there and I'm like, back in my head, am I actually like, is this all just a dream? I'm looking at the entry list. I'm like, my name's on there. It's real. It's not me just thinking I'm a pro now and going there and, going up to will call and, checking in, going in. It's like going through tech, and it's like, it's real, up until then, it's kind of like, it just doesn't seem like it. And this is, what I've always watched and thought would be the coolest thing, and never knew I could even get to the point of just having my license, not even qualifying in. So I'm sure all those just stacked up and, just taking a look around, like I'm the guy that the people are here to watch, or one of them, I guess. So it's like, it's, I don't know, it's what I've always dreamt of as a kid.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like just even having your pro license, way faster than 99% of the rest of the country on their dirt bikes.
Yeah, I know. It's just I've been trying, especially the last 2 years since I got the A class. It'll be 2 years next month, and it's just that's my goal. It's like, well, I got it. Now it's like, all right, we know where we sit with the Pro National, and in the LCQ I was 16th, and they take 4, so it's like, well, means we at least got to be 12 spots better, to start chipping away, whether it's two positions better at the next one, or whether we qualify in, just start making goals. We know where we sit kind of, so just start slowly working towards where we need to be.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for sure. Like, looking at it, to qualify straight in, you would have needed a 9 second faster lap time. Can you think back like, oh, I can find 9 seconds, or are you kind of scratching your head at that?
Well, I can find 9 seconds. I just skip the rollers and don't almost die in them. but no, I mean, it was, I could probably find a second or two. Like, there's little things just watching the guys later in the day. Just little things. And even I found some just better lines in the LCQ. I mean, sometimes I feel, I don't know, the racing situation, it's like, well, I can't stick to this line. I have to move. Otherwise, you're going slower when you're stuck behind people. But I mean, I didn't look at any of my lap times from the LCQ, but I feel I could have probably had a little bit better. I could have made it better knowing a little bit more, and just a couple little line choices, like doubling, like that little hip jump coming out of the sand rollers up that hill, like doubling stuff like that, and just trying to stay out of the bumps would have helped a little bit. But little things that you don't see, where it's like, well, the next guy does.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. But you can see where you can make those improvements at. So that's, if somebody told me, yeah, Gunnar, you got to go 9 seconds lap faster up at Brooks, I'd be like, how?
Where's 9 seconds on this track? Show me.
Yeah.
I feel that way. One of my good buddies, and he's helped me through all the years, pro rider Nathan Laporte over here, and he's getting a little bit older now, but still, I practice days, I can pace him, and then as soon as race day, he just turns that brain off, and like, if I don't hang with him on the start, it's 8 seconds out. I'm like, how do you even go 8 seconds a lap faster?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that, and then he just cruises. Sometimes you don't see it, but something there with how much deviation there can be, and just the prep in that, and how the lines form and that. I mean, I can see where I could definitely make up time, in the lap. Just, seeing what some other people are doing later in the day, just watching throughout the rest of the day.
That is absolutely crazy. Because you're like, I feel like, Kyle, would you say Luke's like, would you say the same level as like Brandon Green? Would you say that too,
yeah.
Luke? Like similar speeds?
I'd say that we're probably pretty similar. Obviously, I seen that he was there in the 450 class this weekend. I didn't get a chance to even see, his qualifying times or any of that stuff. But like when we're up in Canada, we actually switched 25 and 26 in the motos, and then I want to say I raced them once or twice. Other than that, and we're pretty much right next to each other. So I'd say that we're, whoever gets a better start or whoever's feeling a little bit better that day, I'd say that we're probably about even.
Yeah, like when we had Brandon in here, we said like you could go show up to any local track throughout the country, and you're going to be one of the fast guys there. And like, just if me and Kyle were to ride against Luke or Brandon, it's not even a comparison.
Yeah.
And then for them to go to the pro nationals, and just the levels of pro motocross is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just standing there watching, it's like I'm watching like Sexton or even the guy in 20th place come through a corner. It's like, how in the hell can you do that? It's like it's just unreal. I mean, those guys get paid to do it, but yeah, it's just I don't understand that. And I mean, I was trying my ass off, and I end up being the 50th fastest 250 rider on the day. It's like, so there's 49 dudes that were faster than me today.
Yeah,
it's like at this track this day, it's like it's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when you're saying how the hell do you do that, that's me and Kyle watching you.
Yeah.
On how you ride. It's like, how the hell is he doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is unreal.
but
Did you get a good 16th in the LCQ race? Did you get a good start? Like where if you would have got like a hole shot or something, could you have tried to match pace up front?
well, my 250 stock, it has an exhaust on it. We've had some stuff that's been on back order, so we're just running straight 91 pump gas with an exhaust on it, and that's about it, But
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I was a little nervous because qualifying, they start you out of the gate, stagger. They just walked on the line, and everybody goes one at a time. And in my qualifiers, that's pretty much the first time I've ever, because we have grates there. It's pretty much the first time I've ever been on a grate. And came out, hit the dirt, and it bogged, and I had to clutch it. I'm like, ooh, this is going to be a rough one if I don't make it straight in. And then after that, for the LCQ, I did about the only thing I could, and took the Yamaha tuner app. I gave her some more power, made it a little bit more aggressive, and I came out. I had a great jump. I was probably in the top 3 or 4, out of the gate. And then I was in it, hanging with them. I was up there, and then everybody else just slowly inched up and swallowed me up, and then I let out when the 2 guys on each side of me about touched in front of me. I was like, oh, their feet are like at my handlebars, and they're like going like almost hitting. It's like, yeah, I better back out of it now. I was like, I can't run it in here very much deeper. I'm grabbing gears and I'm hanging off the back wide open. This is all I got. But the start definitely would have helped. I would have probably been further up, but just I'm content with how I finished. All things considered, stock bike and everything being so last minute, not a ton of crap or anything. I've been riding a lot of sand, which Millville is a little bit harder based. So,
Well, that's nice. You're content with it, and you're not, beating yourself up over, 16th and everything.
Yeah, definitely need to get better. That's for sure. But I'm not pissed off at myself or at the world for anything. It's just, coming into it, it's like, if I'm almost last, well, it's like we just need to be better, and that's kind of where the mindset I got right now. It's a whole new world. It's a whole new game. It's nothing like anything I've had before. So for 20th, let's shoot for 18th or 15th. Just little bits at a time instead of trying to make big goals right away and not meet them.
Yeah. That is pretty badass to be one of the top semi-pro guys in cross country snowmobile racing, and then also to be a pro motocrosser. Mm-hmm. That's some skill there, Luke. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate the compliment. Sometimes I don't really realize it or step back and look at the bigger picture like that. So,
oh man, I'd pay
stuck in my own little world.
I'd pay big money to be able to ride a dirt bike like you. But so it was last weekend. It was Gopher Dunes, the Canadian National, and you went up to Canada for your second national up there. How'd that go for you last weekend?
Well, I'd say the first one a lot better because I got to do the motos.
That was over in where was that first national? Because that was Brandon Green was up there for that one as well.
Yeah, that was Prairie Hill. It was pretty much straight north of the Dakotas over there. I don't know what province or whatever they call them up in Canada. I don't know what one that was. I don't pay attention. You just punch in the GPS if we're going. So
yeah.
But that one was over there. Brandon was there, and that one qualifying was just a mess and mud. They decided to rip it 2 feet deep and water it before we got a rainstorm that we knew about all week. And then they delayed us, and there's actually 4 of us guys from Wisconsin are going those together that we ride together, and we're all watching them rip it, and it's like, are we looking at the same weather forecast that they are? Because there's no reason they should be doing this. But it was true slot car racing. I could come into a right-hander, you're in that rut, down in that corner, next straightaway through the next corner and up the jump face. And when you're in the air, you're going to pick your next rut you're going to be in for the next 2 turns.
Oh gosh, you got to pick a rut to land in.
Yeah, you gotta think about it before you hit the jump face, because if you're not going to hit the one that's kind of straight in front of you, you're coming off and like, all right, I got to go a little bit left or a little bit right if I want to get into a different rut. When I land, it's like you're in the air and you're kind of looking like, all right, where are we going to go now?
Mm-hmm. But for the first Canadian National of the year, they're only taking 30 in their races, so you qualified for that. That had been pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little nervous, and then the mud and all that, because 250 class they take 40 up there. 450s they only take 30 guys, and they don't do an LCQ. That's just straight 30 out of time qualifying. So,
oh wow,
that first one, I mean, I like to think I'm an okay mud rider. I mean, I qualified 20th. And I mean, it was bad. Like people were going off the track. I mean, some areas you almost had to, like the rollers, you probably missed about half of them. You drop into a rut, the only rut there was, and you hit about 2 or 3 rollers. You missed a couple. You're back on the track. You hit a couple. You're off the track in the water truck lane. And
holy crap!
Yeah.
Just a slop fest.
Yeah, like my 450, you come through and it's like you're kind of dropping to like a little valley. It's like, all right, you're grabbing it wide open third gear. You lean back, you hit the mud, you downshift, and you're coming to almost a stop, just trying to get through it in 1 or 2 spots in the track. It was not fun.
Yeah, I'd heard an interview with Drew Adams, the pro circuit Kawasaki kid that was up there. He said it was the deepest mud he'd ever been in.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I did 1 roll lap, 2 fast laps, and I was done. I was like, I'm not staying out here for the next 10 minutes of this qualifier. I'm going back before I roast a clutch or overheat the bike or something stupid. I'm like, I'm done. Like, you can't, like, even in the motos, it was a lot better, but there was a couple corners where I, like, tried to downshift, but the mud was so sticky, I couldn't get my foot, like, on suction from the frame and foot peg to downshift it. So I just come out and I just fan the clutch really hard and I just lean back and I seat bounce to jump out of the corner. It's like, this is gnarly. This is the dirt and mud.
Oh gosh. So to go from the mud of wherever, wasn't it like Calgary or somewhere over there, I think? But then to go to the deep sand of Gopher Dunes, like how deep is it? Like I've rode down at Cambridge at the BCMX, and I think that is some deep sand up there. But how is it up at Gopher Dunes? Is it comparable?
It's deeper for sure.
Oh, it is.
I'd say that Cambridge has a bottom. Like there's a track over here by me that we ride quite a bit. One of the closer ones to my house that's pretty much almost like Gopher. It's just bottomless sand. As far as you want to dig, you're not going to find a base.
That's insane.
But still, but I mean, even when we have the local race there, you know, Moto 2, end of the race day, that's what Gopher was like after the first session, after running, you know, 4 or 5 practices on it.
Yeah.
It was gnarly. Like it was deep rollers, and then they got some high speed chop on those rollers. So it was a different animal. Like it's end of any really rough race day at a local track. That's what you're starting with pretty much right away.
Yeah. Like essentially coming out of turn 4 at the Sioux, but that's the whole track.
It's rougher than that. It's deeper.
Deeper, rougher, more chop.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could lose a small child in those rollers.
Oh, holy cow.
Just bottomless sand.
I was having fun with it. Like I love the sand. I mean, that's pretty much what I ride around here. It's easy and accessible for me, and just mad at myself I didn't get with a fast guy and all that, you know, to get that fast lap. You know, I was a couple seconds off there, and but you know, I was having fun with it. I was, you know, mad at myself watching, you know, the rest of the day. It's like I was just pissed because I looked like a lot of fun. You know, the other 2 guys that made it in with us were looking like, that's gnarly and this and that. And I'm looking at them like, I want to ride that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm a psychopath, but I like tracks when they're rough. You know, it's just, I don't know. I like it when you can jump the rollers and just get a rhythm and a flow or manual through them. I like tracks that are just rough like that. It's just, even on a snowmobile, I don't know. It's just my thing. I like it.
Sure. How close were you to qualifying up there if they only take 30?
I was 40th, but I was a couple seconds off. A lot of us were really tight in that group there.
Mm.
And I don't know how they do the A to B class differentiation there, because once there's over 40 riders, they split the groups into A and B. and like AMA does it where all the riders from the previous round that qualified get into the A practice, and then like if some of those riders don't show up, then you kind of they pull some guys out of the B group. But all 4 of us guys from Wisconsin, we qualified at the previous round and we didn't get into the A. So I don't know how they do that, which we would have been on a smoother track. We would have been on a session sooner. But
Sure.
then also just being in that environment around those faster guys, the A class is just generally faster, the A group. So that normally helps. We can get out there and just be a second behind a guy and just watch what he does and try to catch his pace. Really helps compared to being into that B group.
Yeah, for sure. Just throw a hook in Dylan Wright and be like, pull me around, please.
Yeah. I mean, I can do that sometimes. Like, I'm practicing and I'm out there, I'm doing a 30. And then, one of my buddies that's like the same speed as me, it's like he jumps out there and it's like midway through my 30. It's like, all right, you're fresh, you're laying down fast laps. I got to, step it up and try to hang on. And you just throw all your energy out the window. It's like I'm sticking to him. But I like to think I can do that. Like if I get a good start at a local race, I mean, I've gotten better at just turning the brain off, blacking out, and just going for it until I can't hang on anymore. I need to get that pace and get that mindset for qualifying a little bit better.
See, I don't have that level on the dirt bike where I want to keep my brain on the whole time.
Yeah, you can't just let your instincts take over and let everything just flow out of you.
No.
Caveman brain.
Yeah, that's really easy for me on that 250, riding the 450 so much. There's a race weekend that I did that a couple times where I don't even remember a couple laps of the race. Like if you ask me, I don't remember what I did. It's just brain off and just hold it wide open, go. I don't know.
That was crazy. So yeah, I was really hoping that you were going to qualify. I was watching the qualifying all day, and it was close. It's so cool to be at the pro national and then to be looking at the pro qualifying list. It's like he's close. But then to not to compare your time at all, Luke, to Tom Vial was the #1 qualifier in 250s, but it was like 22 seconds a lap was the difference.
I know. I'd really have to cut the rollers off to be comparable to those guys. I mean, I'll make my own little cheater line just for that. I don't care.
I mean, that's absolutely unreal on how fast these top guys are going.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, but there's skill and ability to that I definitely don't have in me right now, at least.
That is mind blowing almost.
And yeah, like you said, your bike is stock. Are they on like the most
modified bike?
Okay,
production.
Yeah.
So there is a little bit of that there,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of also just training and all of their mindsets are different and everything like that. But yeah, okay, the bikes do make a difference.
Oh yeah,
that much.
Yeah.
Especially in the 250s.
Yeah.
I mean, their bikes are way better. They have full kit suspension and motors, and they have suspension and motor guys just taking care of stuff throughout the day. And I'm over here on a stock bike with ballast suspension and a pipe. But don't get me wrong, there's more to it. If you put me on their bike, they'll still go faster on my bike. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just the levels to it.
Yeah. You put me and Kyle out there, Luke's going to be 20 to 30 seconds faster a lap than me and Kyle.
And yeah, you guys could be on the modified stuff.
Yeah. You put Luke on an 85 and me on my 450, it's going to be probably the same, similar outcome.
Pretty close.
So what's next on the list then, Luke? Going back up to Canada or like waiting for Ironman or?
Well, this weekend we're going, part of the Wisconsin district is the UP or Upper Michigan. So we're going to northern Michigan this weekend to do a pro-am up there. We have a really good event up there at Christmas, Michigan. The weekend after Millville.
Yeah,
and then
we go through Christmas, Michigan when we're on our way out to the Sioux, and
Oh,
That's the little town that Brian Dyrdahl rented his first skidoo from, and he won the I-500 on the rental skidoo from that town.
yeah. I think I do remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reindeer rentals.
Nice.
There's a reindeer rental sled and he won the 500 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you turn at the casino there, right off the main drag in town, if you turn at the casino, you follow that gravel road all the way out about 2 miles. That's where the track is. So,
Mm.
but yeah, we're going there for a pro-am next weekend, and then the weekend after, I kind of want to go to. It looks like a really fun track is Deschambault in Canada. It's probably about a 17-hour drive from here.
Jeez.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
Yeah, the last two were 10, 11-hour drives. So why not add 7 to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Might as
God.
well. That,
We're not hitting 20, so we're good yet. But
Nah.
but yeah, we kind of want to do Deschambault. So with a couple of us guys, probably won't be too bad. Splitting fuel money and the drive. But I want to do Ironman. I'm gonna call AMA tomorrow actually and see if I'm able to get into Ironman. They said that their registration's full, so kind of hoping that we're able to, I'm able to get in for that one. That's pretty close, and I want to say it's about a 4-hour drive from us as well. So I've rode that track a couple times before, and amateur stuff, and it's a fun track. So I'd really like to try there again.
yeah, that's commitment to drive all that way. And then what is it? Is it like 8 or 9 hours that you have to drive all the way to Pine Lake, Luke, for snowmobile racing?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably about 9 hours once you get fuel stops and all that. So.
Jeez.
Just to go to little tiny Pine Lake.
Yeah.
God damn, that's crazy.
A pickup.
Little Pine Lake with big payout though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. No, there's a reason why people come from all over to go to Pine Lake. It's crazy, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You never make money doing racing, but we sure as hell chase the money for it.
Yeah.
Makes you feel better about what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, if I do win,
People always ask you, "Do you make money doing this?" It's like we earn money back.
You can.
If you look at the bank account before the race season and after, it's definitely lower. But
yeah,
we're trying to offset that.
it's like gambling, pretty much.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah. A little bit.
You get the good paycheck. You're like, yeah, we're ahead. Then it's like, no, we're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now I need to order parts again.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm sure. Wide open on the 250, it kind of rings them out a little faster than like if me and you were to own it, Kyle.
Yeah. More
Yeah,
longevity.
we had that thing coming fourth gear down Mount Martin, and I probably could use a little more.
Oh,
Fourth gear down Mount Martin?
Yeah, wide open coming down that thing.
no way. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Me
So
and Brody
I
were
can-
there. Sorry. When we were there, Brody.
I did get some pictures of it, and I can text them to you, Gunner, if you want to look at it. But walking the track, before it, I was looking at it, I'm like, this is kind of gnarly here. And even watching yesterday, a couple of my buddies were there, and we're watching it at the fence, and we're standing straight off, like looking straight down the takeoff. And I said, if you look at that, that's all you can see when you're coming off that thing. And you hit that corner second gear, you come off that little lip, you upshift it twice, and you hold it wide open until the second little tier. You downshift the gear, you hold it wide open until there's about an 8-inch square edge chuck hole, and you hit the brakes right before that thing, and you try to not die, and then hook that corner.
Jeez. I noticed those guys at the end of the day, or during the day yesterday, they had a cool little jump line, like right towards the bottom of the hill, that they were kind of even jumping a little farther down that fire road there. So
Yeah, I think what that was is it was just like a straight square edge that you'd hit, and I think that some bumps started forming before that from people slowing down for that they were able to hop it. But like in my LTQ, what I actually started doing was running down the outside, and for that hole, the track's kind of dug out. I would actually just ride up the sidewall around that bump, and I just sweep it all the way across to the inside, because 1 or 2 laps I hit that thing and I thought it was about game over coming down the hill. So I'm like, yeah, we're going to find a way to go around this thing.
oh my gosh.
Like the Leap, Laraco's Leap is just a launch pad to heaven. This thing is just just a drop. Like you're looking at it and you're like, well, I hope there's something on, off the backside of this thing. And
Yeah.
you're just looking out. And I mean, it's cool when you're out there, you kind of look out and you see the other hill and you just kind of see like the little bit of vendors at the bottom, maybe, and just a hill of people. And it's like, you don't see where you're going until you come off of that thing.
Oh my God! Just a blind jump down.
We walked around it, Brody. Like me and Brody and then Dad last year, we were at the top of Mount Martin, and to just walk up it with the stairs they have cut in the side of the hill, just to walk up the hill is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was
it's
watching
straight up and down.
Yeah,
I was watching the broadcast today, and they said it is, I think, almost 500 feet of elevation from the bottom to the top.
Yep.
So it's pretty much from, ground zero at Mount Rushmore to the top of Mount Rushmore is what they compared it to. Is what you're going in elevation from the bottom when you're just looking up this hill. So when you get up there and you're coming down, you're like, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah. Yeah. Then to just jump blindly off of it.
Yeah.
Oh God, I couldn't imagine. I'm not doing that.
You come off it. Like you don't hold it wide open. You just you hit it like second gear, probably half throttle. But in the air, you just grab 2 gears and you just land on the gas and start going.
Oh. That sounds freaking nuts. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Nope.
No. Well, so you're in the middle of motocross season, Luke, but are you looking forward to a snowmobile season coming up here?
I am, but I really don't. I'm not thinking about that a whole lot right now.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I think about it, but like, I don't need to worry myself on what I need to get done next season or any of that stuff, or even start thinking about that yet. So,
are you semi-pro again? Or are you going up to pro? I mean, you're one of the top semi-pro guys, but you didn't get a full season in this year. So, like, I feel like you could run semi-pro again and probably pretty easily contend for a championship for the season.
Yeah, we're going to be semi-pro again this year. I know you guys are saying Jesse's kind of considered the champion. I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but I don't call that a championship personally. I don't want to. Not the way I'd want to win one. So,
well, like
I'm
with
the 2 race series kind of thing Todd had with the winner we had. It's like, I don't want to. Those are just wins to me. I want to go out and do the real thing.
Yep.
So
yeah,
semi-pro this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like you're one of the top guys, so I think you could contend for a championship for sure.
Yeah, that's the plan this year, and maybe probably the year after go pro. So, I mean, it's a stepping stone to even go from semi-pro to pro there too. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Yeah, especially in the ditch. The ditch is crazy.
Yeah. That's even more of turn your brain off and close your eyes because you can't see what you're hitting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I run into. I mean, the ditch is there. It's hard for me to turn my brain off and just like, all right, I'm just gonna hope I don't die today.
Yeah.
In the middle of some random field, 9 hours from home, nobody will find me for 3 days probably.
Yeah, people will be just racing right next to you. They won't even know you're there.
Yeah.
Better be careful. You'll get drifted over in 5 minutes up there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But did you say you're planning on coming up to Minnesota, Luke, for the 70th anniversary?
Yeah, I'll be up there for that, for the Polaris anniversary, and then I kind of like to go and ride some dirt bikes up there. He keeps telling me about Brooks and all that, so
yeah, for sure.
Go up there and have some fun riding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bring your dirt bike. We'll definitely put in some motos.
Yeah, we can make that work. Putting miles in the van all year, so might as well put some more on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you're coming up here just for the Polaris 70th anniversary, you might as well bring the dirt bike with, and we'll two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool, Luke. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pickup's got to be getting a workout.
Yeah. Remember to change oil on that pickup too.
we're a little bit higher roller than that. We got a roof, we got a van, so
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Vince
Yeah.
would be proud.
Yeah.
Talk to Vince. He knows
Yeah.
fans.
I had a Chevy van for quite a few years. I love that thing. So
Yeah.
I had a one up on him. I got the one with the Duramax in it. For a while.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's cool.
Heck
Yeah.
Give that to a 16-year-old kid, and you put the straight pipe in that thing.
Yep, some chrome American Force wheels, and yeah.
No, I didn't have enough money for that. I'm racing. I'm not blowing money on my van.
yeah,
Yep.
true. Put some W
Yeah.
rims and wheels on your bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I upgraded to a Mercedes Sprinter a couple years ago, so
Ooh.
That's
Those are
sweet.
sweet.
Yeah.
we're fancy now. But I
Huh.
can sleep in it. I can haul my stuff around in it. A lot cheaper than taking our trailer everywhere to
Mhm.
go racing. So we still take the trailer sometimes when we go racing moto, but the van's definitely a lot more fuel efficient and a lot nicer to drive.
Mhm.
Heck yeah. So why do you choose Yamaha, Luke? Like me, I'm diehard Blue Crew guy. I just love Yamaha dirt bikes. But why do you race Yamahas?
I mean, I've kind of raced. I've had almost every color. Like we were KTM's and the mini bikes because when I was coming up, they were just the dominant thing. And then, we've had some Kawasaki and Suzuki mini bikes as well. And then, when my brother got onto a 125, my dad came across actually two Yamaha 125s that were pretty cheap. We actually still have the one. And then just kind of got me onto that. And then we were going and just had the Yamahas just because of that. And then we got hooked up with Bobby Donahue, actually Eagle River World Champion. He had Donahue Super Sports. He started helping us out with bikes a couple years ago and just kind of stayed with it. And like we were happy with the Yamahas, and we were kind of at that transition of 125 and 250 at the same time. So it was just kind of like easy to keep on one brand. And then we were kind of maybe looking at like Kawasaki possibly, or I did have a Husqvarna for a little bit. And then Bobby started helping us out, and I can't thank him enough for what he does for us. And then we just kind of, that's where we've been for the past, 3-4 years now. So
Cool.
just kind of, my dad wasn't really a Suzuki guy. He was more of a Yamaha guy. He was more of a Suzuki guy when he was racing a lot and riding. So, and we got the Yamahas and we liked them, and we just kind of stuck with them. And then now we ended up, luckily we got some support on them, getting them and all that. So just kind of the way it worked out, and they handle good. They're good enough for me.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Blue Crew.
Blue Crew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even on the
Only on the
road.
bike.
Oh.
Yeah.
Only on the bike for me.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you can't even get a Blue Crew snowmobile that much longer.
No, not after this year. No. You put a Blue Crew motor in your sled, you'll be like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This is a beast. This is a different animal now.
I don't know. He looks pretty fucking good on a Polaris.
Yeah, he does for sure.
I think we're gonna stay on the Polaris.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, those guys help us out a lot, so we're really content with where we're at, and we're gonna stay with them for a while. So
Cool.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know. You guys got anything else for Luke?
No, we're looking forward to seeing you up at the Polaris. Are you bringing your dad with you?
yeah, he'll be coming with me up there. So
Sweet. Sounds good. We're looking forward to seeing both you guys up in the country again. Tell him I said what up.
yeah, yeah, I'll also throw you guys off with the new number now.
Oh, with the 285. Yeah. Is that just
Yeah.
because somebody else had your 228?
Yeah, yeah. So that was it was actually the lowest number available, and I had a 28 in it, and I don't know. You got to have a number that looks fast. So
Yep.
Yeah.
the 2 and the 8 looked good, so I got that one. And I was actually thinking about it. I think that this is the first time I've ever raced a race without 228 on a dirt bike, unless I borrowed one since probably 2011.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
some of my buddies were asking, "What number are you?" And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, "Well, I'm not 228. What is it now?" It's just such a habit for 13 years now. It's kind of weird having a different number.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is there a reason behind 228?
My dad was 227 for a lot of years when he raced, and then 229, and then I was actually 227 for a little bit. My brother was 229, and then my dad started racing, so I went to 228. That's just kind of what it was, and I didn't even realize for a couple of years it actually ended up being my birthday. Completely unintentional. You know, you're filling out the AMA form, what's your number choice, whatever, fill out your date of birth, and I'm like, hey, that's the same number.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize it, but
How much air pressure are you running in your tires, Luke? What's your
I do about 12.5, but lately I haven't been trusting my little air gauge. So on my little tire inflator, I do 13, and when I unscrew it, I hold it there for a split second, then I loosen it, and I hope that's 12.5. I need to get a new tire gauge, but 12.5 is what I run.
front and back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do have a little secret for those concrete starts I found out, but I'm not telling you that one.
Secrets.
We don't start on concrete around here.
Yeah, well, there's 2 tracks over here, and then Cambridge in Minnesota has concrete starts. So we kind of unintentionally may have figured out a way to get some good starts on concrete, but I'm not giving up those secrets.
Sure.
Understandable.
I hear you. I'm not giving out any secrets of my starts on snowmobiles, although this year they weren't very good. But
What do you mean? I'm using that spray adhesive. I'm putting that on my track before I get out there.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a myth. People actually do that?
And I got the tire wraps for the bikes. I got heated ones I put on my track before I go to staging.
oh yeah,
Ooh.
Get the track nice and hot so it melts into that ice.
Yeah.
yep. Flexes a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for taking our call tonight, Luke. We really appreciate it, and it's pretty cool for our snowmobile industry to have one of the top semi-pro guys, but to also be a pro motocross guy. So it's a cool crossover.
Yeah, like I said, I'm in it, so I kind of don't really take a step back and look at the bigger picture. You know, I'm just kind of like, all right, we got to be better. You know, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you can always be better. But you know, it's kind of taking a step back lately. It's like, you know, there's really, I don't think anybody else that does it that I know of, at least in cross country. And you know, I beat like Cole Couture on a dirt bike and that, and there's a couple other guys. Battles like Dominic Hegman or Hedgeman.
Oh yeah,
from snowcross.
I did recognize his name from being a snowcrosser. Oh, but what about?
Yeah,
sorry. There. What about one other snowcrosser from Canada, Creighton Dillon?
Oh, I got nothing for that kid.
Yeah, that kid is
Unreal.
is really good. He won the semi-pro snowcross series this year, and then he's also, what would you say, top 15 Canadian guy as well?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a national number, and I think he got like right around 15th at Prairie Hill. So I mean, the kid's legit. He actually came and I raced Little Falls last year, and he was there, and he was like half a lap ahead of me in 5 laps. So I mean, he's fast. So
like an alien. Be that fast.
I mean,
on a dirt bike.
I mean, he's fast, but you know, you put him in a pro national, and well, he's 15th in Canada. Nothing against Canada, but the AMA is just superior, and he might be in the, you know, close to scoring points. You know, so top 21. You know, he'd be close to that. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, but
yeah. I'd like to see him come down and try to do a pro national. That'd be sweet.
I mean, he's definitely got the credentials from being up in Canada and the results he has to get one in the AMA. So
yeah.
Maybe with this little podcast, we can call him out and get him to come to an AMA national.
I like watching him on snowcross. Like snowcross, I think it was Deadwood when I was watching it this year, that like it was a whooped out corner, and he was riding that sled like almost like flowing through that corner like you'd ride a dirt bike through like a sand corner. Like he made it look really good.
Yeah. Well, another good one is LaBelle.
Oh yeah,
I've raced him a couple times. Yeah, he's pretty quick on a dirt bike, but also on a sled is just unreal.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty pretty cool to be able to cross over to be that fast on both disciplines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm holding it down for us cross country guys. I got to start beating a lot more of these snowcross guys. Cody Cam doesn't come out around Wisconsin much anymore for me to try to battle with him. So
No, that's cool,
Yeah.
Luke. Yeah, that was all I had on my list. So,
Yeah.
all right.
but okay, well, we'll be seeing you at the Polaris 70th, and then probably also at Haydays. Are you going to Haydays as well, or?
Yep. Yeah, I believe we got a swap spot this year, so maybe we can
nice.
raise a little money for our racing program, get rid of parts that are just sitting on the shelf now.
Well, Kyle and Colin here will be over there trading you stuff.
Trade money only. I don't want anything else.
I got a pretty sweet collection of vintage hustlers, so maybe be interested in that.
Yeah. Maybe I'll bring some old shower faucets or something. I don't. That's the way that they go over there.
Yeah.
Brody's looking
Grab
for
the
a
garbage
musket.
bags, you know.
Yeah. Oh shit, they'll sell anything they can at Haydays.
Yeah.
But I did see something that they were trying to cut down on that a little bit this year with on the questionnaire. They were kind of asking you what you were selling and whatnot, and so hopefully it's a little bit better.
Are you selling yard tools or snowmobile parts?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they can weed out a few.
Hopefully.
Yeah, just a couple right off the start. Maybe it'll just clean itself out naturally after a couple years.
Yeah, we don't want flower pots and garbage cans out there.
No. Well, there was one booth last year. Those ladies were selling fake fingernails.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was like, why are you here?
Yeah.
You bought some though.
No. Or
What, a gunner have gloves on the rest of the weekend after that?
see me in the autograph line signing autographs.
Just bright red nails.
That's a good idea.
A fresh pair of FXR clubs.
Yeah, that's a way to make your make a stamp there. Yeah, put some.
Come home to the wife. Look at what these things look like. Look at these things.
Can't believe I got these at Haydays.
Aren't these badass?
Yeah. Oh.
Take them things off. You look like a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Huh. All right, Luke. Well, we'll be seeing you in about a month, I'd say.
Yeah, about a month. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think that far ahead.
Yeah, that's probably a better attitude, honestly.
Yeah, well, this week we didn't even know we were going to Millville till Tuesday, so.
Cool.
Yep.
Take it day by day. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thankfully I had some good people to get me graphics made and my jersey printed, so I at least could get through tech.
yeah.
But do you need like graphics and
The numbers.
the numbers? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much the required things you need for that is your number, then you need the correct color of number and background, you know, for each class. Then you need a certain banner on your front number plate. Then you need 2 logos on your side number plates. And you need those same 2 logos on the front left shoulder of your jersey. Then you need the correct name and number on the back of your jersey. And then you need a helmet that meets, you know, whatever safety requirements. And you need air eject system. It's like a little bag that you put on top, you know, it goes on the top of your helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And they can take a little air pump and then it pushes off the top of your head to remove the helmet instead of trying to unstabilize your spine if you have a possible neck or spine injury.
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Yep.
That's cool.
So that's kind of what they check for in tech, and then they look over the bike. But yeah, you need those things. So there's a lot of texts and stuff going around trying to get stuff done within 2 days. So
Yeah.
Oh, well, that is the AMA Pro, you know.
Yeah.
The real deal.
Yeah, so they want everything all checked off and
Yeah.
marked.
55 days till Haydays.
Okay.
Holy smokes.
Yep. That's the start of
Coming up
the
quick.
start of winter.
Yeah.
yeah.
But okay, Luke. Well,
right.
good luck at your pro-am this next weekend, and we'll see you. We'll try to ride Brooks, and if not, we'll find somewhere else to ride. But we'll
Yeah.
go for sure.
yeah, in the meantime, I'll keep ripping the Shop Talk sticker on the bike. So,
Heck
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It's
Yeah.
cool.
all right.
All right, thanks, Luke.
Yeah, thanks, Luke.
Yeah,
we'll
no
talk
problem.
to you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Luke Van Lyssel, brought to you by
An
Dohrn-
hour.
Yeah, that was an hour.
Yep.
Brought to you by Dohrn Hay Straw.
Wearing the shirt.
Yeah, nice shirt, Kyle.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I got it given to me. Told my wife I'm not buying any more clothes except for jeans because I get so many freaking t-shirts.
I was
Nah.
just putting laundry away, and I could not shove all my t-shirts into my drawers anymore. I gotta weed through them a little bit and
Yeah.
throw some out or something.
Yep, my closet is full. It's packed.
Good interview by Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thanks for doing that, Luke.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Pretty cool.
Man, I would love to be that fast on a dirt bike.
It would be fun.
Oh my god.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about dirt bikes, but I cannot imagine being that fast.
Like up at Brooks, like Brandon's like just putts around roll speed is like I'm going fast pace.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying.
I'm trying. And he's just out there one-handed waving at people, throwing big whips.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's definitely levels
Oh,
at
for
every
sure.
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, at the same time, some people will also look at you that way on a snowmobile. You
Sure. Oh, totally.
Like,
Sure.
Like, how is he doing that?
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like-
that's me following him. It's like how I can't follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying. It's I can't.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just something you just must naturally have.
Mhm.
That's an interesting way to look at it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Oh, well,
for
definitely.
me on the snowmobile to do like when you're looking at, I can't do that. For me, that's me just.
Yeah.
la-di-da-di-da.
I think it's
Yeah.
more of like a natural development.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
Yeah.
something that you like have like try to learn. It's just something like stuff you weed out through the years of doing it.
Mhm.
It's kind of
Sure.
Well, yeah, because I'm trying. I'm sweating my ass off, arm pump like crazy after 7 laps, and he's pulling away from me still. It's like God, I'm just angry, and I had to tell myself like, hey, he's a pro. This is my first time on a sled in like 5 years. Okay, I should calm down.
Huh. So yeah, it was so our weekend it was rodeo days this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
but it's been hotter than hell out.
Oh, it's been hotter than a blazing Dickens.
Blazing Dickens, nice. But yeah, been hot. I like it.
No.
I like the hot.
You been running?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It makes it harder, so I like it.
No.
Yeah. Just instantly start sweating on 2 minutes into the run. That's what I like.
Hmm. What's your pace at now? Like,
Oh, like I've been doing like consistent 6 miles. Now I'm gonna pump it up to like 8.
ooh, after work?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, no, not after work because of time frame. Like 6 miles is an hour. Like that's as late as I like to go. When I got to shower and make food and lunch and stuff. And if doing 8, that would ruin my whole night. I wouldn't even have time to sit down and eat. I would have to eat, make my lunch, and go to bed. So I'm not doing that. But no, Fridays Fridays I don't work, and so Fridays during the middle of the day I go and run, the 8 or 10 miles. So
Mm.
and yeah, and just keep bumping it up until the marathon. I'll be doing 18 miles or 20 miles before the marathon. So
Do you feel like you're ahead of last year's pace?
100%.
Really?
Totally
Just,
100.
just building this base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then just constantly kind of working out through the winter too, and riding sled, just trying to keep in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so starting out running 4 miles, it's like, well, this ain't so bad. I can go 6 now, and it's still June. I didn't even start training till June last year. So
Yeah, I suppose.
yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely ahead of the curve.
What's your training look like?
Not
No.
like that.
You just had a kid, so it's gonna go even further down.
Yeah. No, I've been running all week, so.
Yeah, he's
Different kind of
wide
running.
open all week.
Different kind of running.
So for first week being a dad now, how's it going for you?
It's been pretty wild. Yeah, we had to stay in Detroit Lakes for 3 days or whatever down there, so that kind of sucked because it's a tiny little room and whatnot, you know. But yeah, we made our way home the other day, and it's been going good. Trying to build a routine with the little baby, you know, trying to figure out when she wants to eat and when we can sleep.
No, I bet he could help out a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, now you got Uncle Kyle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a monster.
Yeah.
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 She's not a monster yet. She's just a peanut. She was really small. So.
No, I'm saying Monster Energy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
We're not sponsored yet by Monster Energy, but we're trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Kids.
Monster Energy and Slim Jims.
Jack Links.
Yeah. Jack Links. Yeah. They had a snowcross sled for a while.
Yeah, that'd be badass. Get sponsored by Jack Links. Damn, that'd be cool. Get like free jerky. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing pretty good at. I quit drinking Red Bull for the longest time, but this week it seemed to kind of come back.
Yeah.
Fired back up.
Yeah.
Had to dip back into it
Yeah.
just to stay awake.
I had just hit a Red Bull out on the boat.
Yeah.
And it had been 10 years since I last had one. It didn't taste very good.
Yeah.
Like I'd much rather have one of those white monsters than
Oh, yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
compared to a Red Bull. Like
Yeah.
I just thought it's like, man, this just doesn't have a
Mhm.
very.
Well, why'd you buy the Red Bull then?
I've been.
They were free from the
Ah.
school reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've been deep into liquid IVs.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've been, yeah. But every other day I'll have a liquid IV.
Yeah. Those are
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
That one you gave me that time, I was like, man, I'd rather just take a lick off of a salt lick and then take a gulp of water. You know, it's kind of what it reminded me of.
Yeah. Yeah. But garage is coming along well. I'm pretty much ready for concrete now. I got all my rebar and stuff today. So
Concrete pour party.
you know, I'm thinking about calling our boy Donnie Killian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he
Yeah.
does concrete.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it was hot in there yesterday.
I should have had a shingle party this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
I reshingled my house. I didn't work on Friday, so me and Dad were pretty much on my roof from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Oofda.
Friday, and then from 8 to noon on
Probably
Saturday.
the hottest weekend of the year.
Oh God! I wanted these shingles out of the back of my truck. It's
Yeah.
like I've had them in my truck all week, and it's like I'm planning for this weekend, and it's going to be the hottest weekend. But it worked out good because then they were sticking right away
Yeah.
as soon as we were putting them down. But like, props to anybody who makes their living on a roof.
Roofing? Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is a hard way of making a living. So respect.
Yeah, those guys are hardcore.
Yeah, I want no part of that.
No, me either.
A day and a half, that's enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we're going to start getting some sleds in there and
I just
beefed and souped up.
yeah.
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 The ZRT.
ZRT is going to
Yeah.
be priority for the remainder of the summer.
So, Colin, your ZRT that you're going to be running is bone stock. It's brand new, 500 miles on a 96.
Yep. But that one actually did kind of get put on the back burner.
Yeah. We lied to you, Gunner.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's this
Secrets.
breaking news
Yeah.
then?
Yeah.
We picked up that Firecat looking one.
We bought it.
No.
Yeah,
You did?
Yeah. So we got choices now. So.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I just got home like a couple weekends ago.
No way.
Yeah.
And I just brought it up like
Yeah.
on the last podcast.
Yeah.
That's a mic drop moment.
Yeah. Yeah. So that thing is, it's pretty crazy, that thing.
Where is it?
At Colin's house.
Oh, really?
It's tuned for 10,200 RPM right now. So the secondary clutch is the Arctic roller clutch, but
What? So like rewind. What's the origin story of that sled?
it was built at the Cat Factory for Justin Winter, and I think it was like the 05 year or something like that when he was doing the Sioux. It was built for him for the Sioux, and it's a ZRT 600 bulkhead and then 01 Snow Pro tunnel and skid frame with a Firecat plastics on it.
Jeez, kind of a Frankenstein of a sled.
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but Kirk Hibbert had hands on building that thing, and yeah, it was built for Justin Winter for the Sioux.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
Did it race at the Sioux?
yeah, that was actually the one that Eric Rowland and stuff ran, and James Hicks actually raced that one. I think they did like the Sweet 16 and stuff at the Sioux with it.
Oh, really?
Stuff like that. So yeah, yeah. So that
I think it said something about like pro am. So was there a day where they were doing like semi-pro stuff at the Sioux?
That I don't know.
Okay.
And I don't know how long the Woody's Challenge thing has kind of been going on,
Gotcha.
or like what is now the Meyer Pro Shootout.
Mm.
I think when the King Cat Racing guys had it, Jeremiah and his dad and stuff, I think they said that it finished 8th or something like that at the Sioux one year. So, yeah, kind of interesting history on that. But we were looking at it, and the secondary clutch is a Articat roller, but there's your main spring on the outside, and they have a primary spring shoved in there too, just because it spins so many RPM.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a learning curve for sure.
There's two springs in it, and it's got Yamaha Viper pipes on it.
It does.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Oh, cool. Because I think in the pictures on the advertisement, it didn't have pipes on it on Facebook.
I don't.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe not.
In the pictures, it didn't have any pipes on
But they're
it.
just black. They're not ceramic coated or
Oh,
anything.
like the ones that were on Brian's?
Yeah,
Is
they're
that-
not that style, but it's got it's a Black Magic head on it and stuff. And
like the same motor as what's in our 01?
no,
No,
it's
it's
the older style.
Oh, it is. So
yeah.
non-power valve.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to. It's loud. It's really loud.
We're putting mufflers on, that's for sure.
Mhm.
It's just got little stingers, on it
Stingers,
right now?
yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
stupid loud.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like ear shattering.
You guys got to wear earplugs.
But for
Yeah,
that one,
but I mean, I don't think earplugs would help.
No, earplugs work pretty good. Like at the Sioux, the earplugs work good. And
you should stand next to this thing, and then we'll just go like half throttle, and you'd be like,
yeah.
"Ow!"
Mhm.
It's ringing. Yeah.
Like you're thinking of just putting mufflers on it for like the fans watching the race. It's
Yeah.
that loud.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Just screaming by, loud as piss.
Yeah, no. So we've been collecting a few parts here and there for it. It had the seat on it had extra padding on the left side for like ovals.
Yep.
You know, so I found from a guy out in New York. I bought a Boss seat for a ZR. So I'm hoping that fits because it has a fire cat tank mounted on that tunnel,
Oh,
and they're a little bit longer. It looks like. So I'm hoping the Boss seat will fit, but we'll see.
so that is. You guys kept this a secret. Why?
Because we didn't want you to get a jump start on competing against that thing. No.
That is cool though. That is really cool. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see it.
It does sound pretty damn cool.
Yeah,
All
you got-
Frankensteined up.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's just got are they just ordinary Articat shocks on it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But we'll have to update the track a little bit and stuff. But
Yeah,
we're gonna
that's
talk to
shot.
Vince. I don't know if on the Sioux sleds if they valve the shocks different for the right hand side.
I wouldn't know for sure. I guess
Yeah,
on what they
Have
were
to get
doing
them
back then.
serviced.
but yeah, that one is. It's gonna be pretty fun to play around with that one. And then
How long has this been in the works?
month, something like that.
Oh,
Month.
Yeah.
since you bought it?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Cool.
The old man picked it up on his way to or from work. So, yeah.
No, cool.
Can you hear any feedback through the mics here, Brody? Like into your headset? Like
Like what kind of feedback?
I'm getting just a weird little static.
Oh yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
That might be the AC.
But I don't remember hearing that any other time.
No, me either. I don't know.
Jeremiah Johnson texted me right away. He's like, "You got to buy this thing for that triple race." I was like, "All right."
All right, you talked me into it.
Yeah.
That's cool. So now the 500-mile 96 is now just put on the shelf.
We actually haven't had that one running yet. So I want to get it out and get it, running.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
That'll be kind of a fun one to have a baseline for my machine
Sure.
because we're kind of going in blind with that one.
Sure.
So
So for this triple race, you guys now have 3 triples.
Yeah,
3
but
ZRTs.
our old man had a 96 ZRT that he bought brand new, so that 500-mile one is
Oh, yeah.
kind of a sentimental thing
Sure.
for him. So yeah, so it's just another cool sled to have.
Yeah.
On the shelf.
Yeah, so got too many of those, but man, are they sweet.
Oh, cool. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Well, now we really got to prep our ZRT then.
Yeah, I'm worried about mine because, yeah, like, I don't know, I'm going in totally blind, so it's like as soon as the ice comes, that thing has to be ready.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, so then that's the question. If you guys got one Supermod ZRT, who's running which sled?
he'll run the
The Firecat looking one?
yeah, and then I'll run the
But I'm worried about that one too. 10,000 RPMs is a lot of RPMs running across
that
that
is
thing.
a lot.
screaming
Yeah.
for a mile long pull multiple times, you know, and who knows how many laps we're gonna do. So
I don't know. What do you think we should tell Chad to do?
I don't know if he wants to do like 2 heats or what he wants to do.
I guess it depends on how many show up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
If there's 10 of us,
Yeah.
do just the 10 to the front row. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and then, I don't know, 3 laps.
Yeah, I don't know if he did like a 2-lap heat in the middle of the day, you know, while like the juniors are running or something,
Yeah.
and then do a 4-lap final or something. That would be
4 laps. I'm going to get tired.
Or if they did like or if that'd be kind of cool if they did like a 2-lap qualifier or something.
yeah,
like that,
and
a 4-lap
then if there
final or
was
something,
10 sleds, then just do 2 rows of 5 or something.
based off of the qualifier.
Yeah.
If they did a qualifier.
Yeah,
Otherwise, yeah, start them all heads up.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that'd be interesting. But that is cool. Were you had to have been just itching to say it last week when I brought it up.
yeah. I was like, you looked at me funny, so I was like,
Ah,
does he know?
Yeah, so we're looking for a black Firecat hood because that one that's on it is really nice and it was all done like custom and everything.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I want to pull that one off to save it, and we'll throw a, just a black or
Sure.
even a green one would work, but I would prefer black.
I thought I had just seen a green one on Marketplace, but yeah, a black one would look nice. Like,
Yeah. So anytime we're at swap meets or something, we'll just keep an eye out for stuff like that.
Sure.
But yeah,
that is really cool. That would be like probably one of the most custom ones there,
yeah, I'm sure.
I would have to say.
We're just curious on what the Polaris guys are thinking. Like what Ryan Nelson would build.
Yeah.
I hope there's a sweet case read triple that shows up.
Yeah, that
That'd
would be
cool.
sweet.
And I do think Dustin Dohrn Snapchatted me that he picked a
A Formula 3.
Formula 3 out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
those things are sweet too.
Yeah.
So
Those
it'd
have
really-
a ton of power too.
It'd be really cool to have all 4 brands.
Yeah, if somebody brings a Yamaha too, would be
Yeah.
sweet.
Vince?
yeah, I don't know if Vince would or not. He seemed kind of interested in it, but then kind of no. Yeah.
Mm.
That would be cool.
Yeah, a lot of Articats so far.
Cool. Oh man, I'm looking forward to that now.
Yeah, so the rest of the summer is all pretty much snowmobile stuff after July.
Yeah.
So like the whole month of August is like booked pretty much with snowmobile stuff, or weekends anyways. The Boston swap meets on the August 10th. Planning on making it to that one, and then Polaris reunion the weekend after that, and then I think the weekend after that is the Duluth Nationals, the vintage show.
Oh,
That's really cool to see too.
And then probably Princeton the week after that.
Princeton's at the end of August. Yeah. So it's the whole month of August.
So if you don't find a hood,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
throughout August.
should be able to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then heydays.
and then
And then
heydays.
Heydays is the weekend after that. So, yeah, only got a couple good weekends left to get my garage squared away and start tinkering on some crap.
So is like this sled like ready to go? Like,
The track is pretty chewed up on it.
Yeah, it's got an oval track in it,
Yeah.
and then it has like adjustable A arms, you know,
for the camber and everything.
Yeah, so
Yep.
that's got to be all reset. And then they said it was set up for short course, so we got to go through the
for the half
check
mile
the
stuff.
gearing,
Sure.
and yeah, and then
Gearing and
figure
the
out clutching when
helix,
that
yeah.
time comes,
Yeah.
you know, and jetting. I told the old man, I was like, we're just gonna jet way up and then just work our way down
Yeah.
until it starts to run good.
Like 110 octane, or what did they say?
I think that's probably a bit what it'll have to be.
Yeah.
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 That is cool.
Yeah.
I'm stoked that you guys bought it. That is
Yeah.
so cool.
I'm gonna be pissed if it just blows up right away, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
That would suck.
Should have ran the other one.
Yeah. Well, with the one that I got like 3 sets of cylinders. So,
Yeah. Right.
could,
yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
find somebody to match the
Yeah.
porting on it. you know.
And being, I suppose, yeah, it's all ported and polished and
Mhm.
motor worked and,
Yeah. He said he was having problems with the magneto getting hot when Justin Winter was riding it. So they drilled out the magneto housing for cooling and stuff. So I'm kind of curious on,
Mhm.
you know, what the whole deal was there.
Well, Firecat hood didn't really have a lot of venting,
Venting,
either.
so-
So,
no.
We'll have to figure that stuff out, and no airbox on it. So it's going to be kind of a lot of work.
And I said that. I said I was interested in it, but I said it was too far modded
Yeah.
for my
Mhm.
liking.
Mhm. Yeah, I think we're going to have to dumb it down a little bit. But
But that is nice. It's got the 96 motor in it.
yeah.
So
So then cylinders and pistons, it's like, yeah.
cheap slugs.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So we got that one to look forward to, mine, and then, yeah, some other cross country stuff going on too.
We're gonna be cross dressing this year.
Yeah.
Cats
Yeah.
and Polaris's.
Cats and Polaris.
Yeah.
Is that what your plan is, to race the Gen 2 semi pro?
I'm hoping to. Yeah. We'll see.
You have to find an inch and a
As
quarter
long as I
track.
can make it fit within the rules, I'd only be able to race it in improved
Yep.
Mhm.
because it's carbureted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're racing against Luke.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the lap times weren't too far off at Natowash.
Yeah.
So, it'll be,
Yeah. Well, yeah, your Polaris was fast.
Yeah.
So,
But that's like the only two places I'm really comfortable, you know, is like Pine Lake and
Sure.
Natowash. You know,
Mhm.
any of that ditch stuff, I'm not a semi-pro rider. You know? Like, nope.
no, like I said, I'd have more fun on the ZR 440 in the ditch than I would on
Yeah.
my newer
Oh,
sled.
yep.
Just because.
yeah. Or if I swear, if they brought back like the 500 class, you know, that would be so much fun in the ditch, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's still going fast, but it's like controlled fast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That is cool.
How about you, Brody? You thinking about getting into some ditch racing?
No, not at all. not in the slight. I haven't thought about it once, honestly. Couldn't tell you a single time.
Brody gonna ride the Red Dragon this year?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be racing Pine Lake again.
Yeah. So what is the plan there for, like, if you guys were going to run classic class or something?
Well, it depends on how we get this ZRT going. If it's reliable, like I'd say,
Mm-hmm.
like then Dad would maybe race it in classics. But like I told Dad, I was like, I don't want you to race it in classics and then blow it up or
Something
something
happen,
for me for the big money race.
Yeah.
So
I
he
hear ya.
he totally understood that. So he's like, well, I don't have to do that. He just race a new catalyst in the masters class.
Yeah.
But so we'll see
And then you also got the ZR440 for,
for the team race.
yeah.
Yep.
And then classic class too, if you,
No, that 440 is mainly just for the team race.
Yeah.
Like just because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
yeah. So we're kind of up in the air about that 440 race. Like every year we've had a different rider, you know, so
Yeah.
it's just waiting on the rules to come out for it again. So we'll see.
There's your third rider right there.
Old guy.
Well, I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
No, that wasn't a thing this past year where you could have just done 3.
I thought, yeah, no, it had to be, he had to be born before 1986 or
it was
something like
80s.
that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
80s. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry. Yep.
So that's not me.
That's not Brody.
No.
Even though you look like it.
No, but yeah. 2000. That's when I was born. Think about
Do you
that.
remember 9/11?
No, I was 1 year old.
Yeah, that's
I
what
was even one. Was I one?
one of the kids at the shop was like, I was born in 09. I was like, 09?
No, that's freaking nuts.
Holy cow.
Like you didn't even see Wally.
Yeah.
Wally was 2008.
I was doing bad stuff in
Yeah.
09.
09 was, yeah. It was a good year. Yeah.
I was 9 years old. Me and Ben Silver were riding bicycles around, gone.
That is really cool. I'm mind blown,
Fire cat.
especially on how I brought it up just past week.
Last weekend. That's why I said maybe you'll see it at Pine Lake.
Oh, you did see that?
Dropping hints like
Yeah, that's crazy. So the Polaris thing, is that like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Saturday?
I thought it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Oh.
but I'll probably just go there and have my sled on Friday, Saturday,
Okay,
because I think they let you pick them up at the end of the day.
sure.
So it'll be on display there Friday and Saturday is kind of what I'm planning. Take Friday off and bring it up there in the morning. And
Are you driving up and coming back and going?
I'm not sure what we're going to do there yet.
You just go up for one day. I'll go up there with you.
Yeah, Saturday for sure.
Sure.
But we might stay Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Sure.
We got kid and stuff. So
Yeah.
what I'm thinking, like, never really spent time in like the War Road. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
might be kind of fun to just, get a hotel room in like War Road. And then, they got a car museum there and stuff. So
Mhm.
we'll see.
what date is this?
It's the same
17th and 18th.
Same weekend you'll be going on your trip.
Oh yeah, so I won't be there.
Shoot.
Yeah. I was kind of looking forward to it, but this is a lot more important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do the podcast and we'll call Brody
Yeah.
on his trip.
Yeah.
I'll be drinking on a beach.
Yeah.
So
That'll be kind of a fun episode after the Polaris
Yeah.
reunion.
Yeah. There'll be a lot to
Sure.
talk about then.
oh yeah.
Are you staying home now, Colin? Or are you going back out on the road once your kid is a little more grown up? Or what's your plan?
More than likely. Yeah. Yeah. Home for the summer, and we'll be going back to work in, later in the summer.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you,
So-
if you want a little summer gig here, we got Dyrdahl Construction here.
Yeah.
Just give Brady a call.
Yeah. After with this kid this week, it's been, I don't think I'd have any time for work. Yeah, that was a pretty wild experience last weekend. We were not expecting to have a kid till Friday is when it was supposed to happen, and it happened Monday. So
Oh, really?
yep. Mhm.
Not
Yeah.
much time to think about it then.
No. On Sunday night, I was getting ready to go to bed, and the old lady's like, "Man, I'm starting to have some kind of like cramps," and I was just like, "Oh, it'll be fine. We're it's gonna happen in a few days or whatever." Well, she wakes me up at 2:30 in the morning. She's like, "We gotta go."
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck!"
Yeah.
I think I threw on the same clothes that I wore that day. They were like dirty and stuff. Yeah. She wakes me up at it was like 2:31,
Yeah.
and I remember hitting the blacktop at 2:36, just cruising.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we were supposed to drive to Detroit Lakes
Oh.
because they don't have kids in Fosston anymore.
Oh, yeah, I heard that they don't.
It's in Detroit Lakes. So we took off, peeling down Highway 2. I had the Ford Escape doing 95 miles an hour. Holy shit! Because she's like, "This hurts so bad," and I was like, "Okay." I was like, "I'm cruising. I don't know what you want me to do."
Flashers on or no?
No, I just sent it. I said, if somebody whips around, I said, then I'll turn the flashers on.
Yeah.
But
No, lights off.
yeah, lights off. Yeah.
Stealth
But,
mode.
We were getting close to Fosston, and she's like, "I'm not going to make it." So, okay, so we pulled in, went into the emergency room in Fosston, and we ended up having the kid there. They called in her doctor, and
Oh,
yeah, it was a pretty wild experience. So,
Wow.
yep.
Yeah, that's real similar to my situation. But I just got back from racing in Iowa like a couple days before we had our kid. So Showed up, and I'm like trying to regain some sleep, you know, after the drive back took it out of me. And then, 2 a.m, Katie's, we got to go. She called me because she was in the bathroom or whatever because she thought she had to pee. No, her water broke in the bathroom at like 2 o'clock in the morning. She called me when I was sleeping downstairs. Like, hello?
Are you my wife?
Yeah, the peeled wheel to Bemidji.
Yeah, that's a way to wake up. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, now I got a 1.5-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
All she says is puppy.
And she was saying baby the other
Yeah,
day.
and open and bunch of stuff. Daddy. Yeah.
No, she could be saying a lot of worse stuff. So.
Oh yeah. So now I really gotta throw the filter on around her because she says everything that we say now.
Yeah.
Merch. We sold out of hats.
Yep.
So
Nice.
Nick Lewis bought our last hat. Thanks.
I think I have one left.
But we'll probably need that for the fantasy league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're out.
And then met Chad Paulson last 2 weekends ago, and he bought a couple hats from
Nice.
us too. So
Is he playing our fantasy league?
not the motocross one, I don't think.
Okay.
No. But so yeah, thanks to everybody that bought all of our hats.
Mm-hmm.
We still have a lot of shirts left. Thanks to everybody that's bought a shirt. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're working on getting another order of hats.
Yep, we'll
right
have
now, so.
hopefully in the coming weeks, but plenty before for sure heydays.
Yeah. So with these hats, what I'll probably do close to the same run as what we have.
Yep.
Maybe not the leather patch, maybe just a black and white or something like
Well,
sewn on.
maybe 12 each.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna make a one-off one, and you guys will just have to tell me if you like it or not.
Okay.
I'm gonna do like the flat bill style, like what I wear.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm gonna do some stuff to it, anyways.
Okay.
It's gonna be pink. No, the hat's gonna be black. Hat'll be black.
It's gonna be pink.
No, but I'll just make a one-off one, and then if people like it, then we can get more made up.
Sure.
So,
Sure. So yeah. And then Rocky Mountain Fantasy League. I got all 5 picks right this weekend. The top
I was
5
gonna
picked
say,
them all
you
right.
shot way up.
Yeah.
And I'm 6 points behind you, but then 8 points behind you, 6 points behind Tori. So I'm in 8th or something like that.
6th.
6th.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I jumped all the way up to 3rd. And so yeah, it's still Josh Gerbrot first, and Rewadina second, me 3rd now.
Josh was down at Millville. I haven't heard how the amateur stuff went. But Friday they said that he did good. So
Oh really?
we'll just have to hear about that tomorrow. So.
Cool. Yeah, it just had Jesse Hallstrom Snapchatting me.
Oh yeah.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah. Josh and the Bagley Mafia went to Redbud, and they rode the amateur day there or whatever. But both Parker Bowe and Ben Gerbrot broke their foot.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Parker broke his, and he went to the doctor when they got home, and they said it was broken. Well, Ben was walking around on his till the end of the week, till they left for, it was middle of the week when they left for Millville. He had to go get checked out, and he shattered his foot. So,
Oh man. And
Stay there.
how old is he?
I think he's 21, so 20, something like
Yeah.
that. But stay the hell off them dirt bikes.
Tough time.
Yeah. No, that's too
gnarly.
bad. That's
Yeah.
yeah. Damn, that's a bummer. I couldn't imagine breaking a foot. That would suck.
On a dirt bike, it'll happen fast.
Yeah.
It'll happen really fast.
There's no career that's like where you don't have an injury.
Yeah.
True.
Huh. Well, I don't know. You guys got anything else?
We didn't talk about Trump.
Oh.
Should we talk about Trump?
But you sent a little hint out that getting your 4-stroke fired up. You were talking about maybe bringing it out.
Oh yeah. I fired up my 4-stroke race sled today, and I had talked about that a while ago that I'd like to bring it out to the Sioux,
Mm-hmm.
and just register it and just have me just do some qualifying laps on it. but then also to have Dad do like some rookie practice laps on it.
Yeah,
I thought would be really cool.
that'd be sweet.
So I sent a jokingly Snapchat out today of like, will we see this at the Sioux? Like, I think it'd be really cool to just bring that out there, see what I'm comfortable on it, and see what I could do during qualifying on that thing.
Right.
Instead of just jumping on a sled I've just jumped on for that day.
Yeah.
So I thought that'd be really cool. But
Any word on the Cataract team this summer?
no, nothing as of just yet. I'm sure we'll know more on what the plan is.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see, like if at Eagle River and stuff, if they're gonna make an attempt at Catalyst stuff again.
I think they're still going full attempt on Catalyst. Like I know Artie Cat's working on some stuff for them on it and everything too. So like I was just thinking back of that, like the Catalyst at Eagle River the other day too. That's kind of a cool story that I'll be able to tell, is that like I raced the first mod Catalyst. Like
Oh, definitely. That's freaking cool as hell.
like I was the first one to race it on the track.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see. I'd like to go to Eagle River, but I wish they would throw a stock 600 class in there. Would be sweet. Even if they did, just two heats of 3 laps for stock 600s would be fun. 'Cause then I think like the enduro teams, like all of the riders from here bring their stock sleds and have something to do during the weekend before the big enduro race. Would be kind of fun.
Yeah. But I thought there was something else too. But no, like Kyle said, the rest of the summer is busy.
Yeah. So lots of upcoming cool episodes.
For sure. Yeah, I got, like at least the next 2 or 3 I got kind of planned out to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would think so. But yeah, somebody shot at Trump.
Yeah, that was freaking
Shot
nuts.
his ear off.
Like, I'm no super conspiracy theorist, but it seems kind of fishy.
I don't know, man. I just quit paying attention to that conspiracy theory stuff. It's like
You'll
whatever.
get your brain twisted in a bush.
Yeah.
Like
If you dive
like,
in.
You have to just see something and just say, well, this happened.
Yeah.
You can't go into it. Otherwise, you do go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, and you go too far, and then you don't trust anything, and it's like, you gotta like slowly milk your way into it to be able to like soak it all in.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, crazy.
Freaking nuts though. Like no matter what, like holy shit. When was the last time there was an assassination attempt on the U.S. president?
Yeah.
And we were just sitting around drinking beer when it happened.
Yeah. I showed up at Regan's house last night, and they're like, Trump was shot.
Yeah. It's like, what? Yeah, freaking nuts. Yeah, where were you on the day Trump got shot at? It's like we're sitting around drinking beer.
Playing darts.
Throwing darts at each other. Then we had to pause for 20 minutes and watch all the videos, and then, oh, wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then go back to drinking beer. But yeah, freaking nuts
Yeah, crazy times.
that we had to bring it up.
Yeah. As
Sorry.
long as he's okay.
That's another cool thing about these podcasts, that like, who knows if they'll still be on YouTube 20 years from now or something.
Yeah.
That, like,
You can
we'll
look
be-
back
freaking-
on it.
Yeah, we'll be able to kind of go back on and
Mm-hmm.
look at like that time of our life or
Imagine
something.
if we had one on 9/11. God.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
like Colin, you'll be able to watch this one and be like, yeah, I just had my daughter. And
Yeah,
just doing
yeah,
that one,
yeah,
like, just
yep,
something
cheers.
just to spark another memory of something.
Yep.
So that'd be kind of cool.
And yeah, you'll remember that's why your Red Bull addiction got fired back up again.
Yeah, right.
It's like, oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta shut that off. I gotta go back to the coffee, or else I'll get sucked in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Nope, coffee's better.
Yeah.
It's better for you.
I've kind of been turning it off, but I've been a bubbler guy lately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is
It's just
that?
like drinking a pop in the morning.
What is that?
It's a carbonated water, flavored water.
Mm.
Brady drinks those.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like drinking a pop on the way to work. It's good.
Yeah, screw that.
But I don't want hot coffee.
Why not?
In,
On a hot day?
yeah, it's 80
Shit,
degrees
yeah.
out in the morning. No.
And then you gotta poop.
Yeah,
like
and then I get
2
to run. Yeah. Pop 2 Zins in the coffee and oof.
Don't throw the Zins in then.
Yeah.
Just see what.
No. That's an addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Episode 39?
yeah, I'd say so. That was a
books?
good one.
39.
Yep.
Next one will be 40. Can you believe that?
40.
Yeah. No, freaking cool.
And Brody, you thought this wasn't going to take off.
I thought there was going to be 2 people listening.
Jesse Strag listens to us.
I guess so. Somehow,
That's pretty cool.
somehow we're giving other people business because of our show.
Yep.
I don't know how, but it's cool.
Yep. Brought to you by Dohrn Hay Straw. Hit up Dylan. Yep. Kyle's got the shirt on.
There's your clip, your snippet.
Oh, sure.
So
Yeah,
this-
that would be the thumbnail. Yeah.
There you go. There. That's the thumbnail.
Now a title for this one. I think that's the hardest part for me of
titles.
titling these things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
The more simple, the better. I think, honestly.
okay, give me a title for this video then.
Luke Van Lyssel goes to Millville.
Goes pro or
Yeah.
or
Goes
what do you
pro
call it?
motocross.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Boom.
Simple
How
enough.
how hard was that, eh?
I don't know. I just overthink stuff so much in my mind that
Honestly, I feel like we could just literally do Shop Talk Podcast episode 39. And just
no, there's got to be a little title because like some titles are more engaging than others.
Give somebody a reason to listen or
Yeah.
whatever, like what they're interested in or
Blue Chew sponsor us.
yeah.
Blue Crew.
Blue Crew, Blue
Both.
Chew, Blue Chew, Blue Crew.
see it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
I feel like we could do this.
Yeah, I'll buy a Yamaha if they sponsor us, and we'll call it the Blue Chew Blue Crew.
Yeah.
Blues.
Bow bow.
What's that kids show? Blues
Blues
Clues?
Clues.
Yeah.
Bow bow.
Yeah. I used to watch that.
That's the noise a puppy makes.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, again,
Anyway.
thanks to Dohrn Hay Straw for sponsoring the episode.
Yep. And
And,
thanks to everyone else listening.
Yep.
Yep. Showing support, buying hats, merch.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Yep. Thank you.
See you next week.
See ya.